Hey YouTube, I often get asked why I don't stream nearly as much as I used to being even up until months ago. I'm going to show you why right here. This is a speed test powered by Ookla. This is pretty much the most common speed test you'll ever see via your internet speeds ever. So I just want to show you, this is how unreliable Kojiko is, especially in my area in which the wires for my internet are above ground instead of below ground. Also, it's a Victorian neighborhood, so they're very old wires that Kojiko has still never replaced, despite 4 years of requests to replace the wires. Don't go with Kojiko if you're in Ontario or Quebec, which are the two places where they provide service, I believe. So you can see here, I just did a speed test, and it came out to 52 megabytes a second, which is above actually what I pay for download. And as you can see, it was very, very stable here. I was going to point at it, but then I remembered I have a cursor here. It was very stable, and then got a little bit wavery, but still very, very high overall. Definitely enough that I could stream a quite high-quality stream like the Fallout one I did recently. And we're here on the Toronto one, which I believe might be the closest one. Do they have a Hamilton one? Oh, they have a Hamilton one. Let's even do that, so this one's even closer. And let's just test again. Bright sunny day out, no real wind. You can hear my shutter creak just a little bit as little gusts of wind go by. Very mild weather. And we get another one, you see? This shows that it's not Toronto, and it's not Hamilton, it's the internet. Keeps going up and down a bit, right? But all around, this is really good. I mean, I'm getting even more than last time. I should have no problems streaming. And I'm hoping it'll show it here on camera. But what you'll find is every few times you test, it's almost as if I'm not connected to the internet, or perhaps only have a quarter, or sometimes even a fifth, of 1 megabyte download a second. It's how unreliable my internet is. And of course, now it's not doing it, but you see, the big decline, and then it goes back up. That is when there's any wind or anything that causes tension in the wire, it dips down like that, and that, where it takes these big dips. Sometimes it'll never get past 10 megabytes. Sometimes it'll never get past 4 megabytes. Often, it'll be so weak that, like you saw, on Thursday, I streamed Fallout New Vegas just fine with the webcam and everything, 60 frames per second, and everyone's like, yeah, this looks great. The next day, I had to end my raw stream an hour early due to crashing, and it ended up coming out in 11 parts. Some of them only a minute between. Let's do one last test on camera. Well, it doesn't seem to want to fuck up on me on camera right now. I guess I can consider myself lucky. So if you want to know why I'm not streaming that much, I'm waiting for them to fix the wires. If I see a day like this, like I'm busy today or else I stream seeing, it's falling off a lot now. It just disconnected. So we'll do it on camera then. You see that? It's not even ending the test. It can't get any more data. Oh, it squeezed out a little at the end. The wires are too short, you see. So when there's any tension on them, they disconnect. But the upload is always fine. Which is funny, because you would think the upload is all that matters with the streaming. Well, the upload sometimes gets a little bit messed up, but it's still pretty good. My stream's only 3 megabytes a second upload, whereas I have 10. But because they can't ping me often, it fucks up the stream. Let's do one more test, just because it fucked up at the end. Okay. You see, it's getting worse. But still, not even remotely as bad as it is usually. If I normally would see this, I would stream and I'd be like, okay, let's capitalize on this and do a nice fun stream, but I'm busy today, or else I would. So thank you for taking the time to see this, and hopefully you'll understand why it is that I don't stream as much as I used to. This shit. And keep in mind, I do pay for the most expensive service Kojiko has. And even if I were to switch to another company, that has better service, they're still using the same lines. It's still up to Kojiko whether or not they're gonna fix it. Back again, it's been about 3 minutes and I tested again. Would you look at that? Ugh. Anytime it hits bottom like that, my stream would crash. And this is just over the course of like a 20-second test. 3 crashes. Let me test it again, see if it does it again. It's not even starting the ping. Oh, no. Well, it didn't hover at 0 forever. You see, you saw it there at the beginning, though. It just, and it's kind of keeps stopping and stuttering now. Yeah. Yep, so it's not fixed right now. Yay!